and it's actually a really nice feature. Hey everybody, welcome back to Make Stuff Matter. Good morning, first of all. Updates on the Mojave Grom this morning. Some of the things we already knew, but a couple things are new, and they're more interesting than they are really revolutionary. So let's get into that. First thing is a Spectrum radio SLT2, which we already knew it was from the first video that Arrma released. But, I mean, they're saying it's superior control, so we'll see how that goes. You can limit the power that goes to the car by 50%, 75%, or just turn it up to 100%. So you give it to a newbie, and it's actually a really nice feature to, you know, turn the truck down to 50%. And so they're gonna pull it full throttle and just go. That's what beginners do with RCs. It's kind of silly. They do have a clipless body mounting system. I think it's going to be a lot easier than what's on the Granite, just because those buttons are on the outside instead of the inside. I heard a lot of people are having a little bit of trouble with the Granite clipless body mount system, trying to get it on and off. Well, mostly off. On, I guess it goes pretty easily. One thing that's really interesting is that the detail they put on the back of this truck, I think, is awesome. Even though it's just molded into the body, like right there, there's a fire extinguisher, and you can see a fuel cell. So that's, to me, just really, really cool. I know the Traxxas Slash doesn't do that on any of their trucks. They probably do this on the bigger trucks. I haven't seen a big Mojave up close, but I would assume that's directly from the big trucks. Next, they're telling us they put full metal gears inside, which I think is amazing because the full-size Granite doesn't come with metal gears. It's all plastic. The pinion's metal, but that main spur gear is plastic. And when I upgraded my Granite to brushless, I literally stripped all of the teeth off that spur gear. So that's great. Even though this truck's not heavy enough to really do that, I love it because they're kind of making it brushless ready out of the box. You just swap the system and it's probably ready to go. Bespoke composite chassis. Does anybody know what that means? What it means is it's specifically made for its purpose. So the chassis is designed to keep the dirt out, but that means it's its own chassis. They didn't create a chassis for the Granite and then they're like, well, let's just use it for this one. So this is going to be a different chassis from the Typhon also. They are putting oil-filled shocks on this, which I think is amazing right out of the box for something this small. Although I'm pretty sure the Typhon and the Granite also have oil-filled shocks. Now this is interesting because they're still using the SLT2 radio, which it comes with like your SCX24. I'm pretty sure the SCX24 doesn't have a 25 amp ESC. So that means this ESC is going to handle a lot more current running through it. Whereas if you like took an SCX24 ESC and dropped it in this, you'd probably cook it right out of the gate because the motor's going to draw way too much current through it. All hex hardware on the thing, I mean, that's pretty common. I would be disappointed if they didn't put hex hardware on it. This is really cool. They're putting a 28 turn 380 motor in it. Now that's going to be pretty fast for that size. That's going to be quick. They are using a Spectrum Smart battery system. It's 1400 milliamps, 2S, obviously, runs at 30C. I believe those numbers because Spectrum's pretty reputable. Like I said in the last video, I think this truck is going to be great. Again, it's right up my alley. Love short course trucks, trophy trucks, pre-runners, desert racers. Can't wait to get my hands on one. If you guys want to see more trophy truck, desert racer, especially cinematic footage, subscribe to the channel, and I keep doing that because I love it. Thanks for watching. Later.